Land problems are even more common in northern Uganda, a region that is just emerging out of 20 years of insurgency, which caused internal displacement.
After the war, when people started being resettled back by the government, you realize that boundaries were disturbed or removed in whatever form. So you realize that the people, some of them could have died, or some of them, as a result of staying in the camps, could have gotten partners and gone back to areas where they were formerly not there. So the issue of land just became like a natural occurrence, whereby people would come up and say, I used to stay here, my land used to, pass here. So because of no proper mapping of these lands, you see that a land dispute arises each and every day, and those actually land problems form the greatest number of disputes and claims that we receive in the Uganet Lira office.
Lydia Ogole now lives with her son in the outskirts of Lira town in northern Uganda. But she's a landowner in the neighboring district of Dokolo, 40 kilometers from Lira town. She is still readjusting to the fact that she regained ownership of the land, which was almost taken from her by her extended family members. She now travels home regularly to check on the home she once shared with her late husband. She had fled while the family wrangled over the property. Her going back has been made possible by Uganet.
Groups may positive livers. Chahabedi na colas. Atebedu weki rotuba. Atebedu cosbel. Kun cosbel poki wacheme mumeo tuo. Karme cosbel poki wacheme tuo. Discussion binu ni manu enu jo apol ko ni kargin reko tuo jo kwero gioko. Kede dano kobo testimony mere. Kita beru tuo ye kede kitu nyome kede kita jo achogo kwere kede aya don tam te beru tie jo kene no ti ne group asama kubere kede Uganet don upuonyo wani kai ti peho ti jo mora me ti obire me chungi gamente ame konyi mo beru ko ni Uganet kai ni ti peha me jo ayeli ini iwor bodgi.
The community role was instrumental in providing the guidance to the mediation meetings which resolved the dispute. Saverino Opio has lived in this village for all the 80 years of his life. He participated in the mediation meetings.
Lovuni ogole disa tanyo mo chege mo lovuni Lydia ino golo nyomo ni otado poko te poko Lydia chi ogole kedo wore kok danere jare ko beriye wan te poko lovuni apot bon wo moro awi tong dak tiye Harsi kanda tiye, jaga toke dang tiye. Ante pokolo ni bonko paro.
They agreed to demarcate the land among its rightful owners. The grueling fight for her inheritance is now over. She has secured the resources to provide for herself and her children.
Atwardwa ko poj bod Uganet. Piena mana warra puru porro. Kadi dungi no ballo jamina. Nugi utiu kwala me wo ballo jamina. Utimu donga ballo kuo. Etu nutiu luoro chik. Anado Uganet konya do angeo chik. Gin dungu kwalo ballo jamina kwala. Ballo uton dogola kwalo jamina moti to kwala. Pe amaho dani.
At age 17, Gloria Kembavazi would have been too young to stand up for herself in a land dispute. But she and her younger siblings recently won a court case with Uganet's representation to recover their late father's land, which had been fraudulently sold to a neighbor.
Uganet wakatwachira je kandi maze mabatwereko obushagishi bija baturwanira baturabyumuko bija bayitoga umushija bamubuza yahaye endagaano zeye okuyarukozirewe na mawitwe yeze kuzihayo yayemera bataho mwene engeri yi bakubasa kubutereza omushaija ajya ki yayanga niko tukagumizamo mu kooti tukahoza abayigane bakatworereza byona bakabiturabyamu tukahika kusingura ekibanja.
More clients are getting to know about Uganet through public education messages.
We have had our programs on radio. We have got outreaches where we go and teach people about their rights, their property rights, and how they should, look after their families and settle them before, things of the sort come in.
Sometimes what starts as a land dispute escalates and takes on other forms of human rights abuse. That was the case with Gloria Chakwera in Tungamo district, who became a victim of relentless domestic violence until she almost lost her life.
Anteze inkoni zabeze z'orukwemanyireze zubakwata tagicurka antera konka obu nangwa kana yenda kutera umutwe ati umutwe nuko kureta stane zo butagenda ati nagira anto mukono yatera igufuri ati nahindika n'umukono mbwenu aba harweka y'umwara bahoreba aha ibati abo nibo buyizire bakankereza bakantwara uwabo batumaho baramubanje baje bayeta motoka nyekiro bantwara umwirwaro.
Gloria is married to a polygamous husband. After giving birth to 3 children, her husband wanted to get rid of her so that he could remain with fewer mouths to feed. When she withstood the beatings and would not abandon her 3 children, he devised a plan to physically remove her from the land.
Hati kubarebere nayanga bo bankwata bate bankiriza bagenda bantu motoka batemba bakinga.
She was dropped off in a village 200 kilometers away, but she came back and sought help at Uganet and Tungamo offices. Her case went to court, but it was soon mediated and resolved. She's been given a place to raise her children, and the husband was warned to stop beating her.
Konka obusinge bwonyine naho bukuba